Shut up, demon!
Hello, MonstersAbound here, and welcome back to Total War Warhammer 2 Mortal Empires and part 20. Is it 20 of my... I've eaten so many mince pies, it's hard to remember what episode it is. It's probably about the same number of mince pies I've eaten this morning. Part 20, probably, of my Malus Darkblade Campaign, where it's my birthday, or it was my birthday yesterday. It's my birthday when I'm recording this. That's right. I'm recording this on my birthday, but you'll see this the day after. If you want to send me a present, feel free. You know, everything gratefully received. I've already got some gold, frankincense, and myrrh, so don't need more of that. I'm not even 100% sure what myrrh is. But the important thing is it's my birthday, and I will be partying until the early hours, about 7 o'clock PM, and then I'll be going to bed because I was up at 5 AM, because that's what having a baby's like. So anyway, let's crack on with Malus Darkblade Campaign, where I think we were mobilising to take out the Crooked Moons, but they then confederated with the Greenskins. So instead we're going to kill Khalida, because may as well. You know, can't. Well, we've knocked out some dwarves. Yeah, Lund Death Dealer is there. We took his home. We're currently squatting in his home. We've claimed squatters' rights. That's ours now. He's no longer allowed in. We've raced past him, closed the door, and he's now going to want to try and get... I think he'll probably turn around and siege us, because that's generally what the AI does when they don't have a... They don't have a homeland, so they'll be doing that and inevitably dying. I've gone through and built some buildings because we had a lot of money, and frankly, watching me pick what building I'm going to build is probably pretty boring. So we're going to just skedaddle down here and have a little look at what Khalida's up to. So she's got 2 armies here, skeletons, mostly skeletons. We've got Steven Seagal's. He's ready to deliver a roundhouse kick. Or is that Jean-Claude Van Damme? What was Steven Seagal's? Was like a cook or something on a train, wasn't he? Was that a thing? I can't remember. I can't go... Oh, that's bad. Now, some people were like, oh, why do you want to attack the Greenskins? Why don't you attack the Reichlands, capture their territory? And the reason for that is, well, one, I don't need to kill the Reichland to win the campaign. And 2, frankly, at this point in Total War's sort of like lifespan, it feels like the good guys are massively overpowered compared to the bad guys. Now that does kind of make sense because there we go, they're laying siege. That does kind of make sense because obviously, like, the bad guys inevitably won't join forces. They'll generally try and kill each other, whereas the good guys will all band together against the overwhelming power of evil. But it turns out if evil's kicking the shit out of itself, it's not that overwhelming, so bad times. Right,
Stay away, Zarkhan.
Can we just bop you? I feel like we can bop you, but I feel like I might... Right, let's just quick save. If this goes horribly wrong...
End their...
Well, don't know what happened to Malus there, but we won that. Okay, all of the reinforcements died, but no one cares about them.
Servitude will be my profit.
Good. Okay, we'll take some slaves, and that's Karak Zorn. Dealt with. We've got standard discipline, which is trash. All those people are dead, and we now have a lovely little dwarf hold. Well, I mean, that's just shoddy dwarf workmanship, isn't it? That's what that is. Let's skedaddle over here.
I'm here.
Now, we do now neighbour...
Proud son of Athelloren.
These guys. I wonder if we can...
Since the coming of Morga has Athelloren been so tainted.
Well, you shouldn't have made Morga so happy then.
I will do my duty.
Right, that's it. Now piss off. Leave me alone. Frankly, I've got other things to do with and deal with you pointy-eared, tree-shagging lunatics. Okay, we're going to come down here. Now, we've got Khalida's over here. They've got another army over there. Do they have yet another army down here? No. Okay. They do have another settlement over here, which is a slight concern. We might be able to see what's going on with the Black Ark. We might be even to get like Steven Seagal's. Maybe you can... I don't really care if you take attrition. I just don't. I'm not that bothered. Let's take some of them. It's going to take 1 turn to recruit. Well, everything takes 1 turn to recruit, doesn't it? We've got loads of money anyway, so get some of those. That'll be 1 turn. You can go and grab that settlement. We'll try and knock out these armies. That's going to be all good. We can take Resatra.
The flames they dance.
Let's start bopping her walls, if you know what I mean. The which I mean we're going to start destroying her fortifications. Obviously. Now I would like the Golden Tower because that's got money in it, so that would be nice to have. And we do like jungle, so actually this could potentially become quite a nice like place to dump slaves. So let's kind of just try and keep that in mind. Devil's Backbone, oh, it's awful. It's just, oh god, public order, terrible. It's just, oh, it's awful. There's desert, the sand is coarse, it gets everywhere. Oh, that's right. We're going to see the Mount Silverspear appears to be deserted, but I don't know why. It's making me a little bit nervous. Where the fuck is Khalida going? What is she up to? I should check who she's at war with, because I don't know where she's skedaddling to, but actually that could work out in my favour. Let's find out. Right, Confederation, yes. Instruments of War, fine. Roof Bolt Thrower, okay, good. Right, who are you? Right, Khalida.
An audience. Very
Right.
well.
You're
Have
with.
you spoken to my cousin?
No, sorry. Not recently, anyway. Right, you're at war with Is that who you're fighting? Are you attacking Khemri?
Bring me Neferata's head.
Interesting. God, fucking seagulls. Right, well we need to buy more elixir because otherwise we won't replenish. You're taking damage because you're in the wrong place. Come over here. Go and sit in there. I know, yes, I know who you are.
Tyrant of Nagaru. Death is
Right, we'll come over here. I don't... Oh, there is an army here. Is this anything interesting? From the sunken booty... I like booty. Really? I think we're probably fine. Yeah, see, that's all right.
plotting a course.
Assassin's Apprentice and some lost cargo. Oh, good. It's not bad. Assassin's Apprentice is not the... I mean, we don't really have any assassins sort of on the go, but...
Power awaits.
Can you wound?
Enemies of Cain shall
Nope, you
fall.
failed.
Watch closely. Cain descends.
Oh, Kane missed, apparently, because you failed. Right, if you come down here, do a little bit of raiding, that's going to upset Khalida, but I don't really care. And we can probably bop both these armies. The only problem being that we don't have walls in some of these settlements, so we probably should fix that little problem. We need walls at Karak Zorn as well. I'm tempted to knock this down. And by tempted, I mean I'm going to. And then we'll build some extra defences there. Buscrone is going to, I don't know, wound? Sure. Because you're bad at it. And having fixed our research problems, we're now going to get Walking in Darkness, which is not a good idea. You will walk into things, you'll tread on Lego, and basically it's just a terrible, terrible idea. You never want to be walking in darkness. Get a torch. Worst case, use your phone. It's got a torch, do that. Just makes sense. There's a lot of vampires sitting around. What the fuck? Have you got... What the fuck's going on? Okay, well, no problem. Right, you're going over there. You're coming down. Right. If I want to kill both Khalida and that army over there...
Speak, but the only promise I make is to seek profit from this meeting.
Hello, Wisseron. You want non-aggression pact and you're willing to give me money for it? The only problem is you don't like the Bowmen of Orient. I don't know why you're still... like you seem to be just ignoring each other, which is fine, I guess. Do I maybe, like, be friends with you and kill Wood Elves? Maybe I do that. I mean, you offered me money. I can just kill the Wood Elves for free. I hate wood elves. Cannot stand the buggers. Running around with their poncy arrows and bows. Ugh, it's enough to make you sick.
Lord of the Black Court.
Right, come up here. Attaboy.
Dread Lord of Nagaron.
You're going to do that.
Dread Lord.
You are going to do some recruiting. What are you going to get? What are you going to get? I think... Let's get one of them. Do you want two of them? Is two of them a bit extreme? Okay. Noted. Okay, let's get two. I just like my blood rack Medusas. I just like them. What can I say? What can I say? We need more public order because public order is bad. So bad. And it's probably going to be a lot of Tomb Kings, isn't it? Hmm. We're not quite ready.
People are displeased.
Corruption's going down. The public order is always going to be really bad.
I am the Witch King.
I think we're going to have to come back. I'm going to wait until Khalida's passed through the mountains and then we'll attack her because then we can just clear up our settlements and, you know, she'll be screwed. We'll get some more defences here. That's not going to take too long.
Now. As you say.
I'm not 100% sure. I mean, the only problem that... The only problem we might have is that Khalida might go and start taking more settlements, like, in the deserts, and then would be kind of a little bit of trouble.
The flames they dog.
What I love is if we have... Look how many fucking battle markers there are around here, and it's because these guys particularly, they just stack skeletons. They just have like armies upon armies of skeletons. If you've watched my cassette campaign, you'll know that to get the Black Pyramid of the Gash, despite it being the Vortex campaign, we had to fight through 5 stacks of almost pure skeletons. So of course any of the battles around here are just going to have massive casualties, and as such they just leave battle markers like scattered across the desert. It's one of those things where like the game mechanics sort of fall apart when you end up with a faction that can just literally just spam like cheap units all over the place. Yeah, okay, so the 7th, yeah, this is kind of the problem. The baddies get their ass kicked, and that means if you play any goody faction, it's actually pretty easy, because once you start making friends, you can just befriend everyone. And then the goody faction, obviously, because you get settlements, like if you need a certain number of settlements to win, you get them from military alliances. Getting military alliances is really easy, especially when Chaos show up, and because Chaos aren't really a threat, it's not so much of a problem, to be honest. It's not really a teaming up. Hello. Oh god, not this. Solitude is always right. So we've got that one. There's that one. There's that one. There's only one of that. There's 2 of that. 2 of that. Is it colour? I think it's shape. Oh, there's 2 of those, so it's that one. Tweedledee has succeeded. He's got a scroll of shielding. Right, so there's literally just no one there. Interesting. Interesting. You don't have any friends, do you? Have an assassin's apprentice and a high elf slave, and don't let it be said I never give you everything, apart from your twin, who was brutally murdered. I think she was a sorceress. Wasn't paying attention. Okay, well, there's definitely no one there for some reason. Not entirely sure that AI should sort of abandoned that. What's... You are a war with a lot of people.
I can kill you later if you say something stupid.
I'm actually surprised you're kind of holding the line, because I feel like the goody faction... I think the problem is, when Chaos appears, all the goody factions march north, and they're going to soundly kick the shit out of Archaon. That's not in question, right? Archaon is going to get his ass kicked. However, it does mean that... Can you go in there? Wait, it's -1. Right, okay, well that's not great, is it? Do we go for it? like, that's just a... I mean, Khalida's down here somewhere, isn't she? We don't have walls yet. Let's get a gold mine. Let's just wait one more turn. Exactly, dog howling in the distance. You recruit that, then we can attack. We'll just keep bopping these walls.
Where there's smoke,
We'll do that. Right. Good. Let's go Dance of Death, because I don't know what else to give you. Sure, why not?
yes, yes.
Alright, glad you're having a nice time wandering around in the middle of a sand pit. Okay, we'll wait one turn. And, I need to make sure I bop as many settlements as possible. And then obviously we need to protect... Because if we declare war on them, then the greenskins should declare war as well. So that kind of protects our northern border. So then we just have to protect the southern border. So Malus can probably do that. Malekith... I need... to bolster... my public order.
What? Finding my way. Raiding.
So you're going to do that.
King of Nagaroth. Seeking entertainment.
You're going to do that. Let's go to Rebellion in 2 turns.
I grow
We're going to bring you southward. So then you can protect us there. And Tweedledee, seen as... Are the Empire on the march? Now say, it... I mean... Okay, so there's a couple of problems. Now, I like the Empire rework. I think it worked really well. There's, however, a slight issue with it. Really? Oh, Ted, I'm not going to do that, mate. Not yet. Sorry, Ted. Now, there's kind of... I like the Empire rework, but there is a problem with it. And the problem is that when the AI is the Empire, when Chaos arrives, it gives such a boost to the relations between the Empire factions that it's almost a certainty that the Reichland will become the entire Empire. There's another problem, and that is there is a shit ton of provinces in the Empire, which means that the Reichland faction suddenly gets a massive power boost. Now, I've seen these guys running around with stacks of steam tanks. The amount of money you get as the Empire is fucking ridiculous. Like, I literally couldn't spend it all. I was making... When I was playing the Reichland, I was making steam tank divisions, right? I had panzer divisions. I was literally attacking Chaos with armies of steam tanks. It was fucking hilarious, but I still had so much money I didn't know what to do with it. There is a slight economy problem with some of the good guy factions, particularly the Empire and Wars, where they just have so much money they don't know what to do with it. So that's kind of an issue, and it does mean the good guy factions are kind of running away with the game at the moment. I'm hoping they're kind of working on rebalancing that, because it just feels a bit silly at the moment.
The flames they dance.
Okay, let's keep bopping.
Death hag ready. Watch closely. Cain descends.
Let's keep bopping that. Do we have any... Right.
Asaf is the goddess of...
Cancel. Cancel. Do not care. Right, upgrades. Yes, we're upgrading all the things. Elizabeth, you're going to be hindering replenishment, even though I very rarely do that. And Bus Crone, you can damage walls because that's all I ever use you for. That's why I like the... That's why I like the Death Hags, because some people are like, oh, but you can assault garrisons. I'm like, you know what? Assaulting garrisons is great, taking down walls is so much better. Because if you can level the walls of a settlement, it's actually easier fighting a siege battle than it is a normal open field battle. One, because the AI is not very good at siege battles, especially when they don't have walls. And two, it means their artillery generally doesn't have very good shots. So, you know, pretty bloody useful. Right, good. That's going to get rebellion. Excellent. And then we can bop them. Hopefully by then our public order buildings will be up. Or at least semi-up. And we can do something... Why can't... Oh, can I upgrade you? There you go. Gem mines. Yes. All the gems. Even though we can't trade with anyone.
Something bubbles within. Shut up, demon!
That is a problem. Right, you're going to go and ambush there because funsy reasons. You've got walls, which is good. I could... How much growth do we need? Is that fine? That's probably fine. Good. Let's do something like that. Right, you're raiding there. Going to deal with that. You have mostly trash, so we're not particularly worried. Doing a little bit of raiding there. A little bit of raiding over there. We just need to keep bopping these walls. And also... Now, I do have Gift of the Witch King, which I could use. I'm not going to, because I don't really need... I mean, I could do with a sorceress over here, I guess. Should we get another sorceress? Let's do that. Let's do... I just don't like having lots of agents running around, because lots of agents means having to move the buggers. We're going to get sorceress. Yep, you're a fire sorceress. Good. You're cunning. Okay, well, that's not the worst thing. And you're also all the way down fucking there. Okay, come up here. Up you go. You're going to go and join Steven Seagal's. And you're raiding, so you're not going to do anything. Rebellion. Yes, I'm counting on it. Get the rebellion. Bop it. Job's a good one. Keep an eye on what the Reichland are doing. Sort out Khalida. And then finally start kicking the shit out of Grimgor. Now, if we do start kicking the shit out of Grimgor, that might make the Reichland actually like us.
Kill me if you dare.
Why the fuck do you... Oh, because you're great power, right. You want to give me money for a non-aggression pact. I don't think that's a good idea, considering I think that your allies might start to dislike you, but I'm willing to take your money, so thank you very much. And frankly, I don't really care about declaring... I mean, I'm not going to declare war on you. If you declare war on me, that's not my problem. You're fucking mild. You're literally the other side of the world. So, don't care. Right, we've had a rebellion.
Never.
It's Walmond, Van Hal.
Glorious carnage.
Okay, well, bop.
I am unstoppable.
Well, thank you for your free... Oh, a storm banner. That's actually quite nice. Holy shit. Malekith's getting all the nice banners. Look at this. Do you want to generate... You know what? Have that. I mean, who needs public order? Dread banner, that's good. That's quite good as well. Sure. Sure. Right. Public order is still pretty shit, to be honest. Still pretty shit. Hopefully, like, that's going to be 4. We've got another 4. So that should help it a little bit. Maybe. Good. Right. Fine. Does this give public order? No. So why is it now 5? Why is buildings 5? Because that should be 9. Oh, because of course that counts as right. Yep. Okay, of course, dumbass. Right, 20 turns. That's fine. We should get more public buildings in the meantime. That should hopefully keep that sort of busy. Hagendars, you can be a wound maker. That's right, wound maker, heartbreaker. You can also. Do I like that? Not really. Power of darkness, meh. I quite like Blade Wind though, even though it's a vortex, and of course vortexes are trash. We are fully aware of this.
Go on.
Okay, Khalida is marching that way, which is fine by me. Right, do I start the attack now? I don't feel like... I don't feel like that's a good shout.
Concocting. Watch closely. Cain descends.
Okay, we'll keep bopping the
Where there's
walls.
smoke, there's death.
They both hate Tomb Kings. Fair enough. You can be immortal. Even though I'm not that invested in their survival, to be honest. I don't really care. Yeah, Steven Seagal's. You are going to don't like these. Have some more of them. There you go. That's not bad. Okay, the Reichland is on the move. And they're moving southward. Now I have to be a little bit careful of this because they're actually not too far away. That could be... Is that just normal? Is it normal to have... Because I know that you can sometimes see... Like here, I think. I think this is an army here. I think that's an encampment. So it might be an army encamped there. Unless they always look like that. Nope, that's just a battle marker. Okay, ignore me. Sometimes you can see the location of an army, assuming it's encamped. I would kind of hope they're sort of... Do we not have a military alliance with Grimgor anymore? Did I cancel that?
Now then, speak quick, because you caught me in a good mood.
What? When did that... Was I not paying attention when that happened? Apparently we're no longer military allies. Okay, sure, well. Fine. Frankly, they've got bigger problems than me. Why did that happen? Alright, Malus, calm down. Because I suddenly, I couldn't see their armies, and I was like, wait, what? Apparently, we're no longer military allies. Did I do that? I can't remember. I've had Christmas in the meantime. I can't fucking remember what's going on. My mind is basically mush. It's the consistency of Christmas pudding.
Malus, tyrant of hag grief.
Which we no longer actually own, but never mind. Peace treaty. Alright. Not, not that bothered. Wounded. Okay, don't really care about that. Right. I think we're now in a position where we can start taking Khalida apart. Now, that's going to work. We'll get one of that. Right, how many provinces do we have so far? We've got 8. So that's going to be 9. That's going to be 10. So we'll have the provinces we need and also this settlement because Khalida's here, I guess. Right.
Slaughter calls us.
Well, that may be. Gotta love the old ion cannons coming from the Doomfire Warlocks. That's the words. Yep, they don't. Well, they lack in armor. They make up for in their ability to die very, very quickly. But that's fine. They're attacking the Nekakar and Horsemen there. That's generally okay. We've got some fighting going on the right flank as a unit of chariots. And some Carrion take on the rest of the Doomfire Warlocks. So we've got 5 units of the Buggers, but that's okay because that's knocked out their sort of fast-moving capabilities. Now we're going to try and take out the Screaming Skull Catapult, which has a bunch of really weird, creeping skeletal things, which I think I've said before is really fucking weird. And it is really fucking weird, basically. We're going to try and take that out with the Black Arc bombardment, but it's not going to work out perfectly. They are going to still have some stuff there. That's okay. It says that this, like the Electroblast, is pretty good at taking out single targets like artillery, but it's not really. So the Nekakar and Horsemen have managed to beat off our Doomfire Warlocks, but thanks mostly to some archer assistance. But we're going to just back away from that and draw them into our main line, which of course is a bunch of Bleak Swords. We've got some Bloodrack Shrines in there as well. These guys should be pretty good. Sorry, these ladies should be pretty good at taking out these mass infantry. And of course the Dark Shards, who will just rain crossbows down on everyone. The Ushabti taking some fire from the Reaper bolt throwers. Not too much damage though, because they're terrible shots apparently. He says as they take one out. Good job. Doomfire Warlocks are going to take out some of the skeleton archers. They're also going to race around and take out the skeleton, the Screaming Skull catapult as it's firing screaming skulls at my poor boys. Ow! Motherfucker, that really stung. Skeletons slowly making their way towards us as the Bloodrack Shrines laser them faces. I do love the Bloodrack Shrines. I love the sound. I love the effects. Oh, it's so good. Fucking love it. It's great. Now, slight problem here we're going to have with Tomb King, because we don't really have much to actually kill the Tomb King with. We've also got a couple of units of archers there we need to deal with. The Doomfire Warlocks having dealt with the Screaming Skull catapult, and now coming back to help out with these archers over here. They're dealing with the archers over there as well. The right flank, the Doomfire Warlocks have engaged some spearmen. That's a terrible idea for them. They're not going to do very well against those skeleton spearmen, especially as more skeleton spearmen arrive to help out. Ushabti gets spawned in the midst of our Dark Shards. That's it. And that works out about as well as could be expected. Fortunately, the Bloodrack Shrine is there to ram them into submission. Apparently, the Blood Cauldron and the Bloodrack Shrine seem to be very, very effective at killing things, but I'm not 100% sure why. Like, they just seem to be very good at ramming things. The Nehekaran warriors are chopping up the Bleak Swords because the Bleak Swords are not very good, but that's okay because they're just basically there just to hold the line, which is what they're doing reasonably competently. Some of our Doomfire Warlocks getting driven off, but others coming back. We're knocking out these archers, so that's working out pretty well. Tell you what, the skeleton army is actually holding together pretty well. I thought they'd be, I was going to say dead, but crumbling by now. But it seems like they're managing to drive off the Bleak Swords because Bleak Swords are terrible, just awful. They're just awful. They should feel bad for being born Bleak Swords. They should have been born something better, like crossbowmen or Medusas. Stupid, sexy. They should have been born as stupid, sexy snakes. Never mind. Right, these Ushabti are slowly starting to crumble. The Bloodrack Shrine is doing some fantastic work. They're just nudging them to death gently. There they go. They're going down. Just need to take out the Tomb Prince. He's now being surrounded. He's not very happy. I think he's starting to waver, starting to crumble, I think. A few units still around. I think the Reaper Bolt Thrower there just took out one of the Doomfire Warlocks, but that's okay. There's units all over the place. The Tomb King needs to die, but he's still running around doing... And I don't really have anyone to deal with him, apart from maybe just shooting with crossbows. Could well be the tactic. There's a Lich Priest over there. Basically, the only thing that's surviving is the enemy characters, because we don't really have a way of dealing with them. But fortunately, with the rest of the army dead, they're going to very, very quickly start to crumble away. Acceptable losses for Steven Seagal's and his shitty army. I want it all. Pearl of Infinite Bleakness. Well, that's depressing. Apparently Steven Seagal's now has a Pearl of Infinite Bleakness, which is... I mean, he's probably a riot at parties. Almost certainly. Let's get sadistic. Because that sounds like Steven Seagal's to me. Right, we'll go and grab Rasatra, because that's their primary... Come here. Oh, that's mine. No, that's theirs. Check.
Terrible concoction.
Can you reach it in 2 turns?
Watch closely.
Nope.
Kane
Fuck.
descends.
What's the garrison? Okay, they don't have a very good garrison. That should be okay. Bus Crone, you're going to get wounds. You're going to get wounds. You're going to come down here because I just want to check that. Now, the only problem is I was kind of counting on the fact that we were military allies with the Greenskins, but apparently we're not. And I can't remember when that happened, or if it did happen, or whether I just made it up. Was I ever? Have we always been at war with Eurasia? Who knows? Never mind, not a big deal. Let's up right. We probably want defences here. So let's knock down you. Oh, just like Never Never Land. Okay, we'll get rid of that. Admiral Leech, you... I'll level with you, Admiral Leech. You're kind of surplus to requirements. Although... Maybe I could build a Dread Manse. And then you could let me recruit Black Guards? I mean, that might... We've also got a mission from Ted, which is to kill the Greenskins. Yeah, we're not going to do that. We're not going to do that. Right, Khalida's on her way back. Unsurprising. However, she is coming like towards Karak Zorn, which is brilliant because Malus is down there standing in her way, which means that should she try and break through, she'll end up very, very dead, and that means we can just mop up her cities, because I don't think she can probably recruit too many more armies. Which works out quite nicely for me. Now we can't reach that city, so, well, we can't reach it with our... Ooh, you do have one little settlement there. However, we should be able to break through. Now, minus 40 now. I feel like maybe giving that to Malekith, because Malekith he does not have magical attacks. Really? Are you sure? Me, doesn't. You do. Okay, you can get Storm Banner. We'll give the Dread Banner to... like... these guys? Sure. And the Lichbone Pennant can go on... I kind of want to give it to the Singing Doom. I don't think it's going to do them much good, to be honest. Let's just give it to... Let's give it to Malekith. We'll auto-resolve that, because it should be fairly easy. We'll loot and occupy. Of course we are. We also need to buy another one of these. It's starting to get expensive. It's starting to get quite irritating. However, if we could just grab Doom Glades and the Golden Tower, we'll never have to pay Malekith again. Why? I don't quite know. But that's just how that works, apparently. We need to get you up here to go and sit in that army, and that will be fine. We've got walls here, don't we? Yes, what's the garrison like? Pretty good. Also, actually at full strength for a change, which is nice to see. Right, just need to... Right, we'll go and grab Doomglade, then go down to the Golden Tower. Boom, 10 settlements, 10 provinces, even. And then we can just use all the elixir. We can literally just build a big elixir bin and swim around in it. Just drown Ted out whenever we don't want to hear him. Khalida's on her way back, but she's going to be too late, because I think within about, I want to say 3 turns, she'll have no settlements left. Poor, poor Khalida. But that is going to have to wait until next time. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode of the Malus Darkblade Campaign.